Hey folks, it's me, David G. Today I'm taking the Santa Claus Express up to the Arctic Circle. This is a double-decker train and I'll be riding on top. I'll be making a stop at the dining car, showing you my room with a shower. And did I mention the price of my 12-hour ride up to the Arctic? I'm starting my journey at Helsinki Station, and after triple checking my ticket, I'm sure I'm on the right train. So come with me, let's go check it out. Boarding was as simple as clicking the button to open the train door and walking up the stairs to find my room. Since they keep each room's door open until whoever booked it arrives, I got a glimpse of what other rooms look like too. When I reached the upper deck, a friendly train employee pointed me in the right direction to my room. Okay, thanks so much. Alright. So I kept on walking down the hallway, and in total it took me less than a minute between boarding and getting to my room. This is the train's best first class room, but being a train, it's still a bit smaller than a Japanese micro hotel. And it's with a bunk bed, so if you share it with one person, you pay half the price. Since I'm taking the last turn of the night and it leaves at 11:13 p.m., it's basically time to go to bed already. 1 minute to spare before departure. And it's time to go. Now 3 minutes into the journey, I'm pretty sure we won't have any trouble sleeping on this train. It's super quiet, it's smooth, and it seems pretty comfortable. Since this train leaves so late, I'll be skipping the dining car, but I'll show you it in the morning. But for now, let's take a look around my room. I get the top bunk, and there was more than enough space to stow my baggage below the bottom bunk. There's this nifty small seat that folds up to make more room and doubles as a hiding place for the waste bin. The little table is also useful. And then the fact that you could control the thermostat is really nice given the super cold Finnish winters. There is of course a main light switch, but each bed is also equipped with its own reading lamp. But for me, the in-suite bathroom stole the show. Towels are included. I mean, there's just no cooler place to take a shower than on a train to the Arctic Circle. And this itsy bitsy bathroom is seriously well thought out. You get soap, a shower cap, and the shower is just hidden right there. But we'll see how well the shower works in the morning. Let's check out some other parts of the train. And it's important not to forget my key. When the train starts its journey out of Helsinki, there's a lot of stops at first, but they soon thin out. At just around midnight, it's pitch black outside, so there's not that much to see. But inside the train is a whole different story, and I'm going to go undercover for a minute to go check out the economy class. The seats look fine as far as train travel in Europe goes, but I'd definitely opt for a bed when it doesn't cost much more. And given how many empty seats there are, I'm probably not the only one thinking that. This is what economy class looks like. And the bathroom also looks clean enough, but then again, when you can have your own private bathroom for an overnight journey, is always going to be better. But let's keep on walking and see what else this Finnish train has to offer. The dining car is still hopping. Well, I'm definitely not hungry at all right now, but what the heck, we can do a little sneak preview of the dining car. Let's check it out. Well, fine. Hoppin' might have been a bit of an overstatement, but it does look cozy in here. There's these nice communal tables where you can sit down and have a meal or a drink, and it seems to stay open until pretty late. But I honestly think I'd be more interested to hang around here in the daytime when I could take in the snowy views from the windows. But let's keep walking through the train. There's a few more cool things to show you here. These trains also have adequate space for bikes. I don't think I'd choose to go biking in the middle of winter in Finnish Lapland, but to each their own. If you do feel the urge to talk with someone in the middle of the night or do something that makes noise, they've got these fun little phone booths, kind of like in Japanese trains. But it's really nice that you don't have to disturb everybody else on the train, and you can still make some noise. But with a full day ahead and lots more to see on the train tomorrow, it's time to head to bed. That's it for today. Don't want to wake up, but I gotta. But with the increasingly snowy views, it's definitely a good time to be awake. But I think I'll go check out the shower before it gets too light out. There's this cool movable wall that makes it so that the entire bathroom becomes a shower. And while we're by no means talking about a moving Ritz-Carlton, this shower did the job pretty well. Train makes a 20-minute stop at Oulu first thing in the morning. But right after a hot shower, I am not ready for the freezing cold yet. And if you're wondering exactly how it was sleeping on the Santa Claus Express, well, it's pretty much no problem to sleep in these beds. You do feel the train a little bit. They give me some funny dreams, but I pretty much slept through the night. And as we kept on north, the landscape got a whole lot snowier. But I'm getting a little hungry and I definitely need some coffee, so let's go check out what they've got for breakfast in the restaurant car. 8:30 in the morning. And they had a breakfast special for around €9 where you get a cinnamon bun, a coffee, and a sandwich. So I went for that and enjoyed the snowy views while dining. Breakfast on the train. Tasty coffee. Coffee makes everything 10 times better. But since I'll have to get off the train soon, I'm gonna head back to my room. There's one thing I forgot to tell you though. I'm actually not going to the Arctic Circle today. At least not yet. In 2 days I will be, but today I'm getting off at Kemi. I've been looking for a good deal on a glass igloo around Rovaniemi. Didn't find one, but then I was looking in Kemi and there's the seaside glass villas, so I'm stopping there for 2 days to try to catch the Aurora Borealis. If you're interested in seeing that, then check the link in the description for my other video about traveling around in Finland. From Kemi up to the Arctic Circle, or Rovaniemi, where the Arctic Circle starts, it's about an hour and 20 minutes on the train. I'll be doing that journey in 2 days on another double-decker train, but not in a sleeper car that time, considering it's only an hour and 20 minutes. Still, the weather's very cold here with like -9 to -13 degree temperatures during the day. That's Celsius. But I've still got a little bit of time before I have to get off the train, so let's take in these amazing snowy views. I mean, the winter views alone are worth taking this epic train ride. It's the Santa Claus Express, about 10 cars long. But as it goes, what goes up must go down, and I also took the night train back from Lapland to Helsinki. Much of the train experience was the same, but since I boarded earlier, I was able to grab dinner in the dining car. As far as train food goes, these Finnish sleeper trains do a good job, but some unruly neighbors did wake me up in the middle of the night and refused to even close their cabin door. I'm trying to sleep. Can you be quiet, please? What? Can you be a bit more quiet, please? I want to sleep. These kind of things can happen anyway, but it turns out that the train staff can be a bit hard to locate in the wee hours of the morning. So even though the Santa Claus Express can be a great place for sleeping and relaxation, as I experienced on my ride up north, I definitely advise you to come prepared with some good earplugs to deal with unwanted noise. Still, even despite losing some sleep on my ride back down, I can only recommend the Santa Claus Express. The value you get if you snag their lower prices is really good. And by the way, the tickets for these trains are easy to book. You can just buy your tickets online on the same website that sells all the Finnish Railways tickets, and they'll be sent to you in an email. And I know you're wondering how much I paid. Well, for the ride up north, I shelled out 129 euros for a sleeper car with a shower, which broke down to 65 euros per person since I was traveling with my wife. And then on the way back down, I got a slightly better deal of 119 euros, or 60 euros per person. To put that into perspective, if I wanted to take a sleeper train with a private room from Berlin to Paris for 2 travelers, it would cost me at least 409 euros. And if I wanted to take a sleeper train from New York City to Chicago, I'd have to pay over $600. And those prices are just for very basic rooms that don't even include a shower, so the Santa Claus Express can be a seriously great deal. But I've officially arrived to Kemi, and it's time to get off the train. Boy. Ooh. It's so cold here. Well, that's it, folks. Thanks so much for watching, and consider subscribing to my channel if you enjoyed this video for more like it. Till next time.